Hello everyone. So in today's video I am doing a cut crease. I've noticed that I do have a cut crease tutorial on here, but it needs to be updated because she's crusty. So today I will be showing you guys how I do my cut crease and a funky liner, because you know it can't be boring. So, and I also do my full face, so you guys will be seeing that in the tutorial, and we'll get right into the video because I talk too much and you guys already know that. Alright then. Alright you guys, as always I'm starting off with the Plouise base. This is the base I always like to prime my eyes with. If it would focus, yes, thank you. So I'm gonna pick up this new palette that I got from Glam Lite. It's called the Kaliente palette. It has so many pretty shades in here, and this is what I'm going to use today. I'm gonna pick up the color Sangria. And if you guys have watched my videos, I always like to start with the darker shade first, and I put that one like right into my crease. Now I like to build my shadows up. I feel like it's better when you do that instead of going in with a ton of shadow all at once. That could definitely fuck up your entire look. So try building your shadows up little by little. I always tell people that too, because sometimes when people go in with a lot of shadows, their shadows end up like sticking. So that's why I always say build your shadows up little by little. Have some patience, y'all. Have some patience. So I'm also taking this shadow outwards because it's gonna be a cut crease. And like I said, I like to start with my dark shadows first, so don't worry if it doesn't look blended yet. We're gonna go in and blend everything out in a little bit anyways. And the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M506. It's a really nice like tiny brush, if you guys can see. It fits right into your crease. Now I'm gonna take Michelada just a little bit, and I'm gonna use this color to blend Sangria just a little bit upwards, like so. And I personally like to take my shadows up to my brow because it just, when you do that, I honestly feel like it gives you more room for you to add more like different colors of shadows, if that makes sense. So that's why I like to take my shadow all the way up to my brows. You can do whatever you want. I really feel like there's just no rules to makeup. So do what you like and what's fitting to your eye as well. And the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M5114. I don't want anyone screaming in my comments talking about you never put the brushes in the description, you never say the brushes. I'm trying to, I promise. Sometimes when I'm doing looks, I just like forget, and I'm just like, I get into the groove and like I'm just like passionate, you know, and I forget. It looks really crazy right now, but don't worry, you're gonna get somewhere right now. I also want to play with the yellow. It's called Mango Mami, and I already used the yellow on the other eye, but it's okay. It's not like the brightest yellow ever, but I still wanted to use it and put it up here in my brow just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go back in with Michelada and just blend everything out. And now because I want to deepen up the crease, I'm gonna go in with Cafecito. I really like the names of this palette. I also really like this palette since I already used it on the other eye. It was just really pretty, and like the shadows are really pigmented, and there's like little to no fallout as well. You guys know how I feel about fallout. So that's a really great. I'm just building this Cafecito up a little bit. I don't want to add too much just because I don't want Sangria to like disappear. But I've never done a cut crease on my channel, and I was like, I have to do one because I never like done one. I usually don't like cut creases that much because I feel like they look weird on me. Honestly, I feel like I look weird in everything. No, stop. Why do I always come on here and judge myself? I feel like we're our biggest critics though, you know? Like obviously this is just normal. Like we always critiqued everything about ourselves, but like I really do try to stop, but I can't, you know? It's just hard. It's hard to build yourself up, but like it's not impossible, you know? Okay, I think that's all right with me. I am liking how it's coming out. Like I said, you don't have to really worry about this right now because you're gonna cut it anyway, so it's not gonna be there. It doesn't really matter. Also, you want to make sure that you bring out Cafecito out here too. And yeah, I think this is okay. We're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. If you guys saw my video on how to cut a crease, you guys know that I like to use a very flat brush. And the Plouise base to cut my base as well. I think I'm gonna speed through this just so we won't be here forever. But all I do is I like to just coat my flat brush. And the flat brush I like to use is the Makeupshack T72. And like in my last video, I like to stamp my cut. So I'm just gonna bring my mirror close, and I just like to stamp this. Make sure that you take your time because it's very easy to fuck this up, I'm telling you. And you know when you do a half cut crease, you stop in the middle of your lid? Well, with a cut crease, you're gonna cut it all the way out. So I'm cutting it all the way out, and I'm being kind of sloppy with it. It's okay, because I go back and I fix it with some of my artist brushes. So don't be afraid to get like a little sloppy. Also, I have like this tendency of not knowing when to stop cutting my crease. So then I end up like cutting it like bigger and bigger. Try to make sure that you know like how much you want to cut your crease, because I'm telling you, it gets out of hand, y'all. It gets out of hand. So I think we're pretty solid here. I'm just taking my small liner brush and being detailed with it, because you guys know I like a lot of precision. Also making sure that I cut the end very nice. And it looks messy. I'm gonna clean it right now as well. But overall, it looks pretty decent to me. I'm just gonna clean this out just a little bit, not a lot. I don't want to get rid of all of my base, just because I still want the shadows to stick. So this is my cut. So I had someone tell me a while ago that when they cut their crease, their shadows from right here, like the crease, it tends to like disappear. So what I like to do when that happens, typically, I will take a very small pencil brush like this. This is the Makeupshack T65, and I'll dip in back into Cafecito, which was the brown, and I'll take this very, very, very carefully on top of where I cut my crease, and I'll just add this color just so it's there, because I see what like people are saying, sometimes the shadow tends to disappear when you cut the crease. So you just want to go back there and add this Cafecito color, the darker, which is the darker shadow, and you just add it very, very carefully around your cut. And then I'll just go back in to make sure everything's blended, like so. Now I'm gonna take this shimmer called Sol, and I'm going to place this one all over my lid, and it's just so beautiful. I really like this shimmer shadow. You can wet it. My brush is already a little wet. Putting it all over my lid. And then when you get to the outer part, I just like to add a little bit, not that much. So I feel like it's gonna get covered with the liner anyway, but that looks so pretty, doesn't it? Oh, yes. Alright guys, so for this part of the video, you guys can skip it. You guys can do regular liner, but I wanted to do a very funky liner. I'll probably speed through it. I'll probably talk through it. I don't know. But it was this look that I did a while ago. Oh, it's flipping over. Sorry. It just has like a very funky, weird liner. So I want to do that today because, you know, I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. So like I really just want to do some funky liner. And I'm going to try to do that right now because it came out pretty decent on the other eye. So we'll see. Let's hope I don't fuck this up. The liner that I'm gonna use is from LASplash, and it's called Dementro. I'm creating like a very... They're like little mountains, okay? I'm doing... Okay, and then when you get to the middle one, I kind of did like a bigger one. So it was like a... They look like little mountains, but they're more like... I don't know. They're just cooler, you know? Alright you guys, I'm done with the funky liner. I couldn't film it like on camera because it was really, really difficult, but we're gonna move on to the face because I got like 15 minutes to spare on the camera on my SD card, so we're gonna do the face. I'm gonna take Revlon's primer. This is called Rose Gold Hydrating Illuminating Primer. I just got it in the mail a while ago and I really wanted to use it because you guys know I have dry skin, so that's what I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna use it a lot. Also, I just started using primer. I never really liked it. I always thought it was like useless, but I mean I guess I have it, so why not like use it and put it to like use, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just taking a brush to like deposit my primer, and yeah, and it smells so good. But I also don't like when a lot of primers have a lot of scent to them because I just feel like fragrance is really bad for acne. I don't know. Someone can correct me. Now I'm going to take my Makeup Forever foundation stick and I'm going to use a brush to put it on my skin first. and then I go in with the beauty blender. That's typically what I like to do, just so everything is nice and put, you know what I'm saying. Also, you guys know I don't like a lot of foundation, just because I have acne. I don't really care if my acne shows that much. I'm not trying to cover it for anyone. Like I've said this before in some of my videos. I just, you know, it's just there. I can't really like, I mean, I could cover it up, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want to. So you do whatever you want. Also, I haven't done my brows yet, so I'm gonna do them right now in a little bit. I started trying to do brows after foundation, because you know the whole debate online of people doing brows after foundation or brows before foundation. So yeah, I'm usually a brows before foundation and eyes, but I wanted to try it another way, you know what I'm saying? So again, I like to take my Makeupshack sponge and just make sure, like, go over my foundation, make sure everything is nice. You guys can use code Rocio for 20% off on all the Makeupshack products. Use that discount, y'all. Use that discount. Okay, now I'd like to take my e.l.f. concealer and my Covergirl concealer, and I like to mix these two. One, because the e.l.f. concealer is it's kind of like my shade, and two, because the Covergirl concealer is lighter, so I like to mix the both of them. I wish e.l.f. would expand their damn shade range, because 3 concealers is not it, and the e.l.f. concealer is actually really good and creamy. So they need to, e.l.f., you need to like expand that shit, because 3 shades it's not acceptable. I just like to put a little bit on my nose and my chin, and I'll go in and blend it. I don't like to let my concealer sit, because I have very dry ass dusty ass skin. So leaving my concealer, letting it sit is not good for me. So I just go in right away and blend everything out. You can do what you like, but I can't do that. Honestly, feel like I'm on a roll today. Like, I'm doing everything so fast. Like, I don't got the time. I just don't, you know. Actually, I'm not doing anything today, so I don't know what I'm talking about. So now I'm gonna take the Milani translucent, I believe this is light to medium powder, and I'm going to set my concealer. I don't bake, again, because I'm crusty, dusty, musty. Not that musty, I took a shower yesterday, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dry as hell, so I can't be baking around this. Like, there's no baking at 350 degrees out here in these streets, because like, no, you know, that's not happening out here. And then I like to also set my whole entire face just a little bit. Actually, not a lot. Like, I'll take what's left over on my sponge and just go over my skin. And then just a little bit on my big ass forehead. And that's pretty much it. All right, you guys, I finished the eye and I put my inner corner star. All right, now I'm going to take the Morphe mist thingy, because I like to do that first, and then I'll put my highlight because it intensifies it. Now, people who like mist their face while your eyes are open and you're talking, y'all are demons. Y'all are demons. Like, I don't know how you guys do that. No, not in this household, okay? We close our eyes and shut our mouth. I'm gonna use my highlighter from Blackmoon and Glowworm. If you guys know me, you guys know this is probably like one of my favorite highlights ever, because it has like this yellow greenish tint to it, and I like a lot of highlights that have color to them. I don't really gravitate towards like gold ones. I like a little color, you know, I'm a colorful person. And then I'm gonna put some right here, my Cupid's bow, just a little bit. I'm gonna take this Too Faced bronzer. I got it in the mail the other day as well, and it smells like pineapple. It's so nice. And I'm gonna take the Morphe M527, and I'm going to contour my cheeks. It's supposed to be a bronzer, but I like to just use it to contour my cheeks. I don't really bronze that much anyways, but again, you can do whatever you want. I'm also like really messy with like my contour, because I end up cleaning it up later. Now, I usually like to do my highlight first and then my contour, because I always feel like they just mesh together perfectly. I don't know, I just been doing that a lot lately. And I contour just my forehead just a little bit, not a lot. A big massive forehead, you guys already know. Sometimes my contour looks messy as well, because I have acne and like acne scars, so it'll look blotchy, but it's really not. It's just the fact that I have a lot of scarring. All right, guys, I skipped on the lashes, but I will leave them in the description. Now I'm gonna go on to my lips and we'll be done. I've been using this Anastasia liquid lipstick in the color Starfish. And then I'll top it off with Morphe's lip gloss in Trippy. And then on top of that, because I really like just like a very glossy, glittery feel, I'll use the Morphe, I believe it's a lip topper in Fortune Teller, and that's my lip combo that I've been using recently. It's just one of my favorites overall. Alright guys, that is the completed look. I know this video was pretty lengthy, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye guys.